All right. Chapter 4 Case Study by Samantha Zumwalt. So, the case study was called Facebook Privacy, What Privacy? And basically, it was about how Facebook has become a huge company making its money through advertising. Facebook's goal is for its users to share as much information about themselves so they can have the most accurate advertisements for each user. And many users have concerns for their privacy. And Facebook has recently faced many lawsuits dealing with the privacy of data of its users. Perform an ethical analysis of Facebook. What is the ethical dilemma presented by this case? So, Facebook obtains users' data and uses it to make money. The dilemma is that users don't have privacy to their own data or an understanding of what is being done with their information. The people benefiting from this are the companies making a profit from the advertisements and Facebook itself. So, an option would be for Facebook to charge a monthly subscriptions, and also it'd be like ad free, and so it wouldn't have to store all of the information and data on all of the different users. And if they do store the data, they should have to ask the user for permission before using or selling their data. But the consequence of this would be that Facebook would lose money. Facebook would no longer be able to brag that it's free to join. What is the relationship of privacy to Facebook's business model? So Facebook denies privacy to its users in order to achieve its business model, which is that it makes its money based on selling users' information and using the user's information to connect the user to a wide variety of products and services personalized to their wants and needs. These advertisements are also how Facebook makes its money. Describe the weakness of Facebook's privacy policies and features. What people, organizations, and technology factors have contributed to those weaknesses? So Facebook tracks and stores users' information without their knowledge. They have a very complicated privacy policy that is very difficult for users to understand. Facebook has contributed to these issues by making the default privacy settings very open to the public, so it's easier for them to make money off the advertisements. And users' ignorance is also a cause. Will Facebook be able to have a successful business model without invading privacy? Explain your answer. Could Facebook take any measures to make this possible? So I don't think it could, because Facebook is known and proud to be free to join, so it gets all the money from advertisements. It invades users' privacy in order to sell the users' information to the companies that advertise. Facebook would have to change its business model to ensure privacy to its users. The 5 principles of fair information practices are choice and consent, information protection, accountability, transparency, information review, and correction. What are 5 digital technology trends in American business today that raise ethical issues for business firms and managers? Provide an example or personal experience with an ethical issue related from each of the trends. So, computing power doubles every month. So, that's just, for example, an organization experiencing system failure. Data storage costs rapidly decline. So, for example, an organization obtains and stores data on somebody. Data analysis advances, and this would be like a company obtaining a detailed profile on somebody and using the information to make decisions about the person. Network advances, a person loses control of access to their own data. It's hard to keep certain data private. And mobile device growth impacts. So this would be tracking someone's cell phone without them being aware. So a question to think about, and how much would Facebook have to charge in order to successfully accomplish their new business model if their business model was for them to have a subscription to make their profits? And Washington Post actually talked about what they would have to do in order to have the same revenue that they currently have. And It collected $82 in advertising for each member in North America last year. Across the world, it's about $20 per member. Facebook, the company, is valued at $450 billion because investors believe it will find even more ways to make money from collecting data on its 2 billion members. Another question, what would a user have to do to ensure their privacy while using Facebook? Even though there's no way now to completely, if you're part of these systems and programs, to completely stay private, there are ways to prevent just oversharing of your information. And Consumer Reports talked about a lot of different ways you could, but one way was, it said, when you use a Facebook mobile app, whether you're scrolling through your newsfeed, tagging a family photo on the Golden Gate Bridge, or leaving the app idling in the background, the company can collect data about your location to use targeting ads. So that just shows how blind you can be to it. And it talks all on that post about how you can turn off your location, and other tips.